What's good, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Zamir from XSC Tunes. In this video I'm going to talk about the difference between Groove Agent 5 and Groove Agent SE. Alright, if this is your first time here, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and smash the like button and share this video. So without further ado, let's jump right in. So I've already loaded my Groove Agent 5 here and the SE. So recently I bought this Absolute that comes with Groove Agent 5, right? So Absolute has a lot of instruments in it. So if you guys haven't get it yet, please go and check them out right now. So let's check out the differences between these two Groove Agent, right? So I'm going to go to Steinberg's website. Okay, let's read through this first before I show you guys the differences. All right, so we have Groove Agent 5, which contains full version of 24-bit and 16-bit. So this Groove Agent SE is only limited to 16-bit. So when it comes to 24-bit, it's actually a better sound quality. So that's a good thing. And then we have kick with 4 articulations in the kit. Okay, so what they mean is the kick drum, right? You can choose between 4 different beater articulations. So the sound of the felt beaters is softer, and with the wood beaters, the kick is more pronounced. So this is what we get with the Groove Agent 5. And then we have snare with 3 articulation in the kit. It's also the same thing. Basically, I'm not going to talk about everything. So let's move on to the microphone positions. We get 3 for Groove Agent 5 and 2 for Groove Agent SE. So for the studio kit, we have 24-bit and 16-bit. However, for SE is only 16-bit. And you get vintage kit and rock kit with Groove Agent 5, but you don't get it with the SE. Alright, so let's go to the MIDI. We have MIDI style player for both. However, we have additional MIDI styles, 20 additional MIDI styles that we don't get with the SE5. Okay, so pre-listening styles available for both. Style player for beat agent for both. New auto complexity mode also for both. So these are all the same. So I'm just going to talk about the differences. So I'm going to just go to MIDI files. So we have over 1,000 MIDI files for Groove Agent 5 and only 400 for Groove Agent SE. And then drag and drop to Cubase 10, blah 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 blah. Okay, it's the same. So I'm gonna check out the percussion. Okay, percussion agent is only available for Groove Agent 5. So percussion preset, we have about 23 presets, and then percussion MIDI style about 125. So that's quite a lot. Groove Agent SE does not have the percussion agent. So let's check out the beat making. So this is the beat agent kit's raw power. So we have about 30 kits, and then we have live sampling, okay, which is interesting. We can sample an audio directly to Groove Agent 5. And then we have sample view in envelope editors. Okay, so let's move on. These are all the same. So we have for both Groove Agent and SE, Groove Agent 5 and SE. So I'm just gonna not talk about it. So we have sound design tools. Decompose is one of the finest tools that we have in Groove Agent 5. We have pitch modulation for decompose, reverence, reverb. All right. And then other, we have jam mode. Jam mode is really interesting. The only difference between the SE and 5 is that we have jam mode. So everything else is basically the same. And yep, so that's all. So I'm going to go to Cubase now. I'm going to show you guys the thing that we can do with Groove Agent 5 and things that we can't do with SE. All right. So let me start with the beat agent. So in Groove Agent SE, we have only one beat agent. So you can only load one kit in here, right? So only one kit. However, Groove Agent 5, you can actually add a couple more kit. So let's say I want to have this kit, and I'm gonna go and open the other kit here. Okay, and then I'm gonna go to a different. Okay, let me go back to the main one. Let me get this prime cut for this one here. Okay, another one is from Hardcore Verb. So what we can do here with the Groove Agent 5 is we have we can actually have multiple different kit to be playing at the same time. So I'm gonna mute these guys now. So it's only playing the first kit that I loaded. Now I'm gonna unmute the second one. It's gonna play both. So that's cool, right? And let's try the third one. So basically you can do a lot of creative stuff here. So let me just change this kit right now. Wow. That's a cool rhythm right there, right? So this is very useful for film scoring for me. So I'm glad that I got this actually. And guess what? I haven't installed the Groove Agent's content, which is about 30 gig. With that, I'll have more content to play with. But today I'm just going to show you guys the one that I've already installed, right? So it's really cool to have such different library playing together, right? Okay, I'm going to just unload all of these guys, because I don't want to take too much of, processing power. So the next thing I like is if you go here, I'm gonna show you guys this one here. So we are at the main page, which is under the beat agent. You can see I have edit, mixer, perform, and option. So here we only have edit, mixer, and options, right? So let's check out what perform is, right? So perform, when you enable the perform, right, what you can do is you can actually program the beat. You can see the note here, C5, and then the grade value here, right? So you can actually come over here and also adjust them accordingly, so whichever that you want. I'm going to go back to you can use your mouse wheel to move it around. So I'm going to go to C5 right now. So basically with perform you can do note repeats. So these are the value that you can have. So when you're performing, you can actually go ahead and enter these notes, and you can actually perform live note repeat using this method. Okay, previously I made a video about using Groove Agent SE and create note repeat. Okay, I use the key editor, and there's a way for you to create the roles, right? However, with the Groove Agent 5 you don't have to do that, because you can perform it live. Okay, so if you can see, I have all these note values, and I have all these notes where I can press them and it will play for me. Okay, and I'm going to demonstrate it now. Okay, so here is the C5. So when I press here, you can see that it's actually enabling this number 1, and then this one is number 2, and so on. All right, so I can either press it with my mouse here, or I can use my keyboard or a drum pad. If you have, you can actually play them. So I'm gonna just find the C5 now. So if I press C5 on my keyboard, this is gonna be playing that note, and so on. All right, so you notice that you don't hear anything right now, right? Since I only have a 49 key, I can't press both. I'm just gonna load a different pattern right now. So maybe go to the prime cuts and add this kit. Okay, I'm gonna use this one, and I'm gonna go and press the note repeat. Okay, I'm pressing this note. Let me change the value here, maybe this one, a triplet. Okay, so I'm gonna press the note that I want to play, which is this one, and I'm gonna press the C5 together, so it's gonna make the sound. So basically you can actually perform it live. If you want to perform live, this is a very good tools that you can use, right? You don't necessarily have to be in this page, except for activating this one, and then you can go back to edit, and then this one, right? So maybe you can actually make it shorter, right? Usually for the note repeat kind of hi-hat, I like to make it shorter, and this is too short. Yeah, it's better. Okay, now okay, this is not a perfect example, but this should work. Okay, let's try this. Okay, so you get the idea, right? So that's perform, right? Actually, you guys can do quite a lot of things, but this is not a tutorial, so I'm not going to be talking about these stuff. But you can do quite a lot of things with the perform page, which I will cover in the coming videos. All right. So, okay, I'm going to go to the edit here. So you can see in edit, there's quite a lot of things that you can see here compared to SE. All right. Let me change to a different kit right now. Okay, so you guys can see that in the main page, under the edit page, you can see that it looks completely different. We have the main pitch, filter, amp, sample, slice, and MIDI effects. However, when you go to Groove Agent 5, you get quite a lot more stuff here, right? So we have main, which the same, pitch, the same, filter, amp, sample, slice. And then we have decompose. Okay, we don't have it there. We have MIDI effects, the same, and then we have the recorder. All right. So there's a lot of things that you can actually do. So even in the edit page, you have additional 2 options that you can play around for sound design. All right. So let's check out the decompose. Okay, I'm gonna go and choose a sample first. Okay. So the cool thing that you can do with decompose is you can actually separate the tonal and the noise section of this sound. Okay, let me just find a different sound. Okay, this one here. Yep. So this one, you can actually separate the tonal and the noise here. Okay. So if you want to pre-listen them, just click on it. All right. So now you can increase the tonal part of this. You can see there's a lot of bass in it here, or you can actually just solo them and just listen to the tonal part of this sample. Oh, that's crazy, man. All right, that's cool. And if you want to reduce the noise section of this sample, you can do that as well. So you can, this is the tonal, sorry, this is the noise of the sample. Okay, and you also have the sensitivity, which you can actually adjust. So I increase the sensitivity, so now it's not taking any of the tonal sound at all. But if I reduce it, you can see that it's kind of like overlapping. So you can have an accurate separation with sensitivity. So if you only want the tonal, you can now just solo this tonal and work with it. Now you can hit apply. It will now change to just the tonal instead of the previous one. Okay, that's the best thing about decompose. And you can have decompose on each individual pads, so you can pretty much do a lot of sound design in here, right? Okay, so we have MIDI effects in Groove Agent SE, so I'm not going to cover that. And then we have these recorder, okay, which we don't have in SE. So let me close that window right now. So if let's say you want to record something here, this is where you can do the live sampling. Okay, so this is the empty pad, right? So if I want to record something directly here, I can do that, right? All I have to do is just click on this record button here, and I can straight away record this. And if you go to options, there's a few more things that you can do. So now you can actually set the format, whether you want it to be a WAV format or AIFF. You can change the bit depth. You can change the source, and then you can also select the folder that you want to record these samples, right? Sometimes you want to record the samples to a different folder. You can do that as well. So there's quite a lot of interesting way of organizing here, right? And then if let's say you like this certain things, let's say you always want to sample to a certain folder, you can actually save them as a preset, and then the next time you can actually use that as a preset, right? So that's the difference between the SE5 and Groove Agent 5 edit page. So let's go to the mixer page and let's see if there's anything different here with the SE5 and the 5. I'll close this one first. Okay, so the mixer is basically the same. There's not much thing here, like a different thing compared to the SE5. However, there's an additional send options here. So for reverb, right, we can actually use the reference reverb. So I'm gonna go here, go to reverb, and I have this reverence reverb. So let's go to the aux. Okay, aux is showing here that I've added the reverb. However, if I go to the aux in SE, it's not showing me the reverb. I guess it's available here, however, you won't be able to use it. Okay, I guess that's what's happening. The master page, okay, master fader is here. Okay, so we get the same for aux for both. Let's go to the kits. The kits is basically the beat agent. So we have 4 agents, right? And so which is why there's 4 stuff here. So I think if I add a new kit here, oh sorry, add a new one here. Okay, yeah, so it's gonna show me here that I have added another kit here, right? But this one it only has 1. Okay, so master fader, let's see what we have here. So master fader is just 1 fader controlling the whole thing, I believe. Alright, so perform, we already checked that out. So this is the difference that I have found out so far with both the Groove Agent SE and 5, right? However, I'm still in the learning process, so if I found something else, I'll let you guys know. Alright, so thank you so much for watching. Guys, if you find this video helpful, please make sure to subscribe, turn on notification, smash the like button, and share this video to everyone. I'll see you guys in the next video.